Hello friends, Koolio here, and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, we're taking a look at a brand new anime waifu AFK game that just launched as of today. This is Dragon Traveler. Now, I've talked about this game about a week ago. I said I was going to make a video covering it, and so I've been playing it for a couple of hours now, and I'm ready to give you guys my first impressions. Now, this game is developed and published by GameTree. It's available on Android and iOS as well as PC, which I'm playing through their official PC emulator, which you can download from their website. The game will also become available on Steam sometime in the future. They just haven't announced an official launch date for that. So if you guys enjoyed today's video and want to see more videos on Dragon Traveler, then make sure to like button and subscribe to the channel. With that out of the way, let's jump straight into the video. Alright, so here we are in the game, and if you've ever played these kind of AFK RPGs, these idle RPG games, a lot of them are based off of similar mechanics to games like AFK Arena, where a big majority of the game is you trying to progress as far as you possibly can, you and your entire server. You can see other players leveling up their accounts and stuff and them moving through the story. There's leaderboards where as the characters get farther and farther, or as these players get farther and farther into the game, you'll be able to get more and more rewards. Now, I've been playing the game for a couple hours, and I've liked it a lot more than I initially thought I would. Once I saw it was basically just a waifu collector game, I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to be like totally dedicated to wanting to play this game. But there's a lot of really fun moments throughout the story. They have a lot of comedy behind the different characters, and there are some pretty great looking waifus in this game. I don't think it has the best character designs. I've seen a lot better designs of waifu characters in other games, but there are some decent ones. There are male characters in this game as well, but what's funny is those male characters will eventually evolve into female characters, which I think is kind of funny. Now, I was initially going to try to play this game a little bit longer before I did my first impressions video on it, at least play it more like yesterday and stuff like that, but this is one of those idle games where a lot of your progression is going to come from not playing the game. The game does have a lot of rewards. It's going to be throwing you rewards left and right, basically, with everything that you do. There is a idle mechanic in the game that if you're not playing through the game, if you kind of put it down to the side, you come back later, you can collect rewards that will allow you to level up your characters. And there have been instances where you need to break your characters through certain levels. So like there's a threshold of level 10. If you want to go to 11, you need certain special materials in order to get through there, not just the level up materials. And so a lot of that kind of stuff is going to hinder people's progression, but that's kind of the point of the game. They don't want to necessarily have you just rush through everything. They want you to basically keep coming back every single day, get more and more rewards, and basically feel like you're being rewarded for everything that you do in the game and everything that you don't do in the game. So if you're somebody who likes that kind of gameplay mechanic, you'll probably really like this game. It's a very chill game. It also has auto combat mechanics. It's got a pretty interesting story so far. Not the best story, but if you're someone who likes, I guess, animes like Is It Wrong to Pick Up a Girl in a Dungeon and things like that, you'll probably really like this story. And what's kind of fun is as you're going through it and you're progressing through the story, you will receive these absolutely gorgeous cutscenes. Like some of these cutscenes are so good. I'm not going to show you all of them because some of them get pretty, they get pretty out there. I can't really go farther than that. But yeah, some of the art and stuff that you'll see in this game, they look really, really good. And that's probably the highlight for me is there's a decent value behind this game. Like they definitely put some decent amount of money into making this game fun and with some pretty amazing like graphics and designs and stuff behind it. There's a lot of funny moments like this where she just absolutely slaps him across his face. So yeah, it's got a massive amount of comedy through basically everything in the game. And there's actually some pretty decent, how do I put this? Epic moments throughout the storyline too, where you see things like this, these really cool cutscenes of the characters and stuff. I'm not going to go through and show every single one of them, but I am excited to see like what eventually unlocks as I go farther and farther down into the story. Now, I talked a little bit about like the progression and how some of the characters will eventually become waifus. And if you've been following the channel for a while, you guys know that when it comes to any kind of game, really any kind of game for me, gacha game, RPG game, whatever, I love it when there's a sense of visual progression for your characters. Whether that is them evolving, whether that's getting better cosmetics or whatever, this game does have a system like that. So for instance, take Oberani here. I don't know exactly when I'll get to the point where she will unlock her next evolution. I believe I have her already at 6 stars right now. But if you click right here, you can see this little diagram, this little icon right here. If I click right here, you'll see the enhanced version, the SSR version of Oberoni. So if you click up here at the top, you can kind of see what their animations look like. Forest Lord, Oberoni, which is based off of Oberon from Midsummer Night's Dream. And then you have the higher, the rarer version of her, which looks really good. Like, it looks really, if you know, you know. But there is one character I wanted to kind of show off, which I just thought was really funny, is the Twilight Beast Fenrir. I noticed that he also had this visual progression to SSR, and when I clicked on it, he turns into the Night Huntress. So he goes from being the Twilight Beast Fenrir, this awesome werewolf guy, to a cat Night Huntress waifu girl, which you do meet her early on in the story. No spoilers, but you definitely get to see a lot of her personality if you basically know what I'm saying. So the other part of this game that's kind of fun is there are instances as you're going through the story and stuff that you'll be able to experience these little like side stories that you'll travel through. I was kind of hoping we'd get a chance to be able to walk through this world as sort of an open world style of gameplay, but you can't actually move your characters around. The best that you're going to get is these Fantasia adventures, where there are little points of interest scattered throughout the map that you'll be able to click on and interact with. And that's kind of it. So let's see. In Norse mythology, who's known as the Allfather? It's Odin, not Thor. Why did I click on that? So yeah, I was definitely wrong. It's Odin. It's not Thor. In the game, what is the name of Siegfried's brother? It is Sigmund. You meet him early on. How many pieces are there in total for both sides in chess? 32? Challenge cleared. Let's go. Get some rewards. So that's kind of the extent of what the open world, it's not really an open world, but sort of this overworld map. I was hoping that we'd get a little bit more than just that. There is this adventure tab. If you've basically played any other gacha game, it's just where there's a bunch of little activities that you can do. Now, clearly, I'm not that far into the game, and I'll probably make more videos on these other different types of activities in future videos if you guys want to see that. But you got the Wormbone Ruins, which is the main storyline. You got the Mythos Conquest. This is where you're going to get a lot of your resources in order to upgrade your characters. I need to get my team to roughly around level 40 before I challenge it. But the one thing that kind of stood out to me when I saw this forest defense thing, and I don't know if it's going to be for basically everything else, and I don't think I'm strong enough to be able to complete this, but you can only use ranged heroes on this stage, and it's sort of like a tower defense, which was a little bit more unique than I've seen in other games. So I just thought that was a little bit of a point to mention to you guys, is a lot of the aspects of this game, there's a little bit of a flair behind it, a little bit of a fun little twist. There is arena battles in this game with, you've got the basic arena, Points League, God King Clash, Advanced Points Match, and Cloud Clash, which are going to unlock in 5, 14, 12 days as the servers continue to progress. Basically, your account is heavily tied to the server's progression as well. I did save at least one battle attempt to show you guys what it looks like. You'll notice down here too, this is their overall battle power. Mine's around 15,000. And you can see how many diamonds you're going to get if you defeat them. I do recommend just going through and refreshing, and you'll eventually get probably like a higher one. So 390 on that one, 348, 345 on cooldown. Can I refresh it again? 353. So you can go through and you can most likely find one that's probably a little bit higher. The farther you get through these arenas in these types of games, the less your rewards are going to be, because you defeating higher tiered opponents gives you better rewards. But as you level up your arena account and stuff like that, your rewards will diminish. Now, as you're going through and you're battling this, you can sit here and just watch the entire battle, or you can just skip it at the bottom, and it gives you this kind of fun little overlay of what essentially happened. And I got absolutely wrecked. That's okay. And I get a reward as well. Nice. Yeah, I was defeated. That's okay. So that's the basics of the PvP arena system. There's a lot more mechanics that are probably going to unlock as you play through the game and through the story. Let's actually talk about how progression works in this game and the team building. So when you're going through and you're setting up your team, pretty early on, I meant to say, you're going to be able to have up to a total of 6 units onto your team. You've got your basics, like if I go ahead and click on here, you've got your damage mages, your defenders, you've got support teams and things like that. You've got assassins. And based off of like what their play style is will depend on like how they attack. For example, I have this girl, she's an assassin-based character. She will target the back row enemies and she'll bypass anybody else based off of like where you set her up on the battlefield. And then you've got basic fighters, you've got a support character. So I actually just added her to my team. She's one of the first characters you get. I recently re-added her to the team because I had no support characters and I was actually kind of getting my butt kicked. There is a basic overview where you can go through and you can level up your characters using basic materials. So if I go to Fenry here, I can hold this down, upgrade him to level 10, and then I need breakthrough materials in order to level them up even farther. As you level them up, you'll unlock more and more skills. Like, a lot of this stuff is something that you've probably seen in a lot of other AFK style games. There is a gear progression system as well in this game where you can attach different gears to the characters. Let's see, who's got a gear? So she's got one. She's got a basic sword. Attack, physical defense. Yeah. You'll be able to add more and more weapons onto that with different star ratings. And then we've got the star upgrade system, which I talked about before. Now, the first character you're going to get in the game that you're going to notice this visual progression is, I can't even remember, Siegfried is this girl right here. She's the first one that you're going to see get this sort of visual upgrade because there is a progression path in the game where it shows you how this whole star upgrade thing works. So if we go to the Luminix code, and I believe she is a hammer-based character, a warrior. And there she is. So this is what she looks like starting off. Siegfried is a basic R character. You'll eventually upgrade her to SR, and then you'll upgrade her to SSR as the Hero Queen, and then SSR plus the Dragon Slayer Siegfried. So let me go ahead and show you what this looks like, because it's pretty cool. So I'm excited. Like, a game like this that gives me that sort of visual progression, I'm excited to finally push this character up to this limits to be able to unlock her. And then basically show her off to other characters. One little thing I do want to point out, you're going to fight these goblin battering ram guys pretty early on in the game. And there's just like a really funny moment where they have a character, one of the support characters, the guide fairy. Just keep an eye out for that part in the story. I just thought that was really fun. So the game is celebrating its official launch celebration. There is a lot of stuff going on right now. And I mean like a lot. You're going to be going in and basically clicking on all the red dots for almost your entire time playing this game, getting summoning tickets, doing these ultimate prize drawing wheels where you can see if you can get lucky and draw resources, and like you can get a duplicate of the what's her name, Oberon character. So you've got that, you've got battle passes, you've got recharge stuff, you got celebration summons. This game is going to throw a lot at you, and I mean a lot. It's one of those games where basically everything that you do, something is going to pop up and kind of move you over to the cash shop in this game. That's what this game does. But it's not going to like really push the pay to win aspect. It's going to, moreover, just throw you so many free stuff that you're going to be enticed beyond your free stuff to buy things. Now, before we actually jump in and do the summons, there is one more part of progression I want to talk about, and that's your protagonist. So this is your main character you're going to start off with. You can pick a male or female, but you're going to eventually unlock different divinities. And right now, I only have one unlocked, the Fire Whelp. It's basically your commander for your team, and they have different abilities that they activate at the beginning of combat, as well as activated abilities that will happen later on. And as you ascend them and as you progress them and level them up, you'll actually get these basic across-the-board team buffs for your entire team. So physical damage plus 4.6%, magic damage plus 4.5%. So it is important to go through and upgrade this as often as you possibly can. They do give you decent rewards to upgrade this pretty quickly, but I'm excited to see how these other ones come into play and how it's going to affect team building in the future. So let's go ahead. We're going to end the video. We're going to do some summons, and I'll probably do another video sometime in the future covering other aspects of the game. They have a total of 2 rate-up banners going on right now for Flame Fiend Ifrit, and then one for these. It's like 6 blades, 6 arms, something. 6-armed Serpent Maryless. And I did take a look at the details to see like what the summoning rates are. The summoning rates for the banner rate-up character is about 2.2%, which is about industry standard. However, it does guarantee a 1 SSR plus rarity luminary within 50 summons. So you're going to be summoning a lot in this game. It's got a lot of character progression that's tied around having as many duplicates as possible. And so far, I've been able to summon, I want to say around 100 times in this game completely for free, only within the couple of hours of playing. So it's going to be a game that will throw summons to you fairly frequently because it is key to your overall progression of the game. So let's see if I can't get lucky. I think I've only done 20 summons on this banner. This is the summoning animation. As far as I can tell, the only thing that changes is the color of the card that you get. Let's do it again. I might not. Actually, I guess I only get 6. I don't know if I'm going to... Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do any more. That's okay. That's what the summoning animation looks like. It's nothing super crazy. The only difference is like the card will be golden the next time that you see it. There you guys go. This is Dragon Traveler. If you guys want to see more gameplay footage of this game or have me cover other aspects of it, please let me know down below in the comments. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Well, friends, my name's Koolio, and I'll see you next time.